Now back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Gaston's White River Resort, and Barton Power Sports.
Hey, welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray this Saturday morning. It's been a great show, of course. This is not Larry Ray. This is Ron Wong. Larry is out fishing out of Biloxi, Bay St. Louis area this morning with Sure Thing Charters. Hopefully he'll catch us some fish and bring them back, because he'll be back this afternoon so he can finish out the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza show that's going on. I'll be out there later on, right after I get through seeing Casey Ashley at the Bass Pro Shops at the existing store on Sycamore View. And, of course, I'm not going to say much more about that because we're going to have a special guest on later on this in the show this morning. But as you all know, I was at ICAST in Orlando, Florida last month, and one of the things that I wanted to do, and Larry's allowed me to do here, is to talk to folks that I had met and talked with at ICAST. They're coming out with some absolutely awesome products for 2016. And at this time, I have with me Kevin Jarnigan with Pure Fishing. And Pure Fishing, for those of you that don't know, is a company that has Abu Garcia, All-Star, Berkeley, Mitchell, Fenwick, Spiderwire, Trialing, Gulp, along with many other companies. But I have to tell you, I had the opportunity to spend some time in the Berkeley booth and the Abu Garcia booth there at Pure Fishing, and it was unbelievable. With me this morning, Kevin Jarnigan. Kevin, how are you this morning?
Doing good. I wish I was out on the water this Saturday morning.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
Hey, we can't all have what we want.
No, we don't. Some of us have to work, and it looks like I'm tied up all day today.
Exactly.
Kevin, I had the opportunity to visit with you at ICAST, and, I made more than one stop there at the Pure Fishing booth that has all of the different products that they have, the Berkeleys, the Abu Garcias, the Fenwicks, and Johnson, so many different companies. But there were several things that really, really caught my eye that Berkeley has done that's probably going to, what I would say, revolutionize the fishing industry in some of these items. And for one is the hooks that they're coming out with.
Yeah, we've really geared those hooks for the everyday angler as well as the tournament angler. We try to pack as much innovation as possible in hooks, and that delivers, one, on the price point end of things, but then also performance.
Yeah, that's what struck me was the performance of the new hooks that are coming out by Berkeley is innovation. Where a lot of us has been using what I call the standard worm hook and all that. What you guys have done is you kind of modified it a little bit that makes it even a better performing hook. It has a little bit of a curve in it.
Yeah, it's a little bit more. The shank of the hook is a little bit more curved that allows that when that bass bites down, you'll get a little bit of a deeper hook penetration. I think what separates these hooks for any other hooks on the market is the slick set coating, which is a great feature to add, because what that is doing is adding a little bit easier penetration. And we're getting around the same price point hooks. We're not going for the ultra high-end hooks. We're going kind of that middle of the road, but it's adding about 10 to 20% less force to set the hook. So on some hooks you may get like a 2-pound, 3-ounce hook set, and on ours you're getting more around of a 2-pound hook set, and so that means less stress on the anglers.
It's great that you say that, Kevin, because I had the opportunity to view the tests that you guys had in your booth on hook penetration with that new Berkeley hook, and in every test that I watched, it was even under 2 pounds of pressure, and against the competitors, which went all the way up to 3. and
Yeah.
it was pretty unbelievable. And what I really like about these hooks is not only that they're super sharp, but the price point on them is unbelievable for what you get. Because most of your premium hooks that are out now, you get 4 or 5 in a package for like $6, $7. But the hooks that you guys are coming out with, which are phenomenal, are really at a price point that everybody can afford.
Yep. And we're looking, within the 9 bass specific hooks that we offer, you're looking in between a $3.99 to a $5.99 value, and in a lot of those packages, depending on the size you select, you're going to get a couple more hooks than our competitors are offering anglers, and so that's just another great value to those hooks.
And oh, by the way, I'm going to have some of these hooks you can look at the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza today. I'm doing a seminar at 1 o'clock on fall bass fishing, and just so happens I got my hands on a couple of these hooks, so I'm going to be able to show it to you today, so come on out and see me when I do the seminar at 1 o'clock today at the Mid-South Hunting and Fishing Extravaganza. One of the other things that I saw, too, there's 2 things, Kevin. One is there's a new line of crankbaits coming out by Berkley. And the second is Abu Garcia is coming out with one awesome spinning reel, the MGX. Talk to us about both those products.
It is. Those are 2 of our showcase products, and we really are excited about those, and especially on the crankbait side with those Berkley crankbaits. And a long time ago, Berkley had a bunch of crankbaits, and they've been known for their flicker shads and their flicker minnows here recently.
Right.
But these are bass specific, and so you have 6 shapes you can select from, and within all those 6 shapes, you have 11 different sizes and models, and within each of those, you have 12 unique colors. And all these were designed by the Berkley team and David Fritz. And I know, Ron, you know who David Fritz is.
Oh, no doubt.
Listeners
Good
do.
friend, and everybody knows who David Fritz is. And I saw those crankbaits. That paint job you guys do on unbelievable.
Yeah, and so that's kind of one of the unique things with these crankbaits is that David Fritz selected these, and David Fritz actually, I'm not going to give the name out, but he has a private painter guy, custom painter guy, who he came in. They went over the what they needed and what they required of these hard baits, and we were able to duplicate his custom paint jobs and apply them to a price point which makes it really applicable to anglers, which is $6.95 for all your crankbaits, and then for your jerk baits, $7.95.
Well, I got to tell you, I saw those baits and I thought, oh boy, here we go, another $15, $20 crankbait, which I'm going to buy and use anyway if they look good. But this knocks me down. I can't believe it.
They perform too. It's not like this is hey, let's launch these next year. This is a 3-year in the making process that we've gone through. And so we've got the technology in our facilities so we can go in and crank out 6 to 8 different crankbaits per day. And so David can go out, he can get those, and then he can test them and say, I like this one, but we need to shave the bill here, or we need to, tweak it here. And then we'll go create another 6 to 8 the next day. This has been going on for 3 years. So it's not like these things are just thrown out there.
Yeah.
They are tested.
Well,
so we're
Kevin,
really excited.
There in that crankbait line, there is one crankbait that really knocks me down, and that's a longer square bill crankbait that has a longer lip than your normal square bill crankbait, which is absolutely awesome. But before we run out of time, the MGX spinning reel by Abu Garcia.
Yeah.
What a reel. Wow.
Yeah. You're looking at we offer 2 models in that, and a 25 and a size 30 model, and it is at 6.2 ounces and 6.8 ounces. They're unreal. They really deliver. With a host of features, X-Mag gearbox, it is a true angler's reel.
And the rocket line management.
Yep,
awesome.
that rocket line management. What it does is it incorporates a slow oscillating spool, the spool lip design, and the bail angle. And so all that has to do, and people are like, well, you're throwing out a bunch of fancy terms now. But what that does is that creates longer cast for the angler. And so what they can do is it creates less line flap when that line's coming off that spool. And so that really does help the angler cast further and more accurately.
Kevin, awesome stuff. We've got to get ready for another break, but if for more information on these wonderful Berkeley lures that are coming out and products, and for Abu Garcia, where can they go?
They can go to berkeley-fishing.com to check out those hard baits and Fusion 19 hooks. And for the MGX reel, abugarcia.com.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Have a great day, and hope you get to go fishing
Enjoy this
soon.
Saturday.
All right, you too. Bye now.
All right, bye.
Hey, it's time for another break here on Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790. We'll see you in a minute.